Dave may have fumbled some lyrics, but the band didn't crash or crowd the streets. The D&B post-show stream starts now.
You can't see what I can, cause I blindly throw my faith to the face of the next good thing to come my way. So here we are, all of us stand around, we're leaning heavily on each other. In the dark, in the shadow, maybe it's up to you and me to bring it to the light. Love, when I approach, you tear to fall like rain. You tell me, baby, you're all into 1,000 pieces that stop. Only open wise with clouded eyes. You can't see what I can, cause I finally throw my face to the face of the next pretty girl to come my way. I believe it's love that's missing here, but all of us have got it in us. Maybe it's up to you and me to bring it to the light. Love, when I approach, it's here to fall like rain. You tell me, baby, you're all into it.
It's your boy Concert Viz 34 back at home.
What up, what up? It's your boy Concert Viz 34.
Yep, so your boy Concert Viz 34 coming to you here.
What up, what up? It's your boy Concert Viz 34. Aria. Okay, so this is Aria, and just tell us a little bit about yourself and about your
your love for the Dave Matthews Band?
I've been a fan of the band since April 28th, 1998. And if you recognize the date, that's when Before These Crowded Streets was released.
Alpine is definitely a better venue than Summerfest, but we'll take it. I think I've been going to shows for about 20-something years.
I always tell people, like, compare DMB to now to when I first started. And I got started, in my opinion, I feel like I got started late. Like, I was at the very end of the band's prime. I feel like that 03 to 06 was like the end of the prime. 07, 08 was like, you know, we're at the very end. And then when Roy passed.
But Dave really, this is the thing. Dave has put, Rashawn has been assigned the quarterback of this team. He is the coach, the play caller. He designs the jams. Dave just shows up and plays whatever he's going to play.
Tampa, what up? Clearwater, what up? Shout out your boy City. Sarasota, what up? Polk County, what up? Shout out to my auntie in Polk County. I see you. Lakeland, what up? Lake County, what up? Big up Orlando. Shout out to everyone driving on I-4, surviving their commute. Fort Myers, what up? Bradenton, what up? Gainesville, what up? R.I.P. Tom Petty. Shout out Ocala. Plant City, what up? If you live in Florida and you pay outrageous money for insurance, shout out to y'all. What up, what up? It's your boy ConcertViz34 here in Florida, the Sunshine State. And I'm going to keep it 100. We lucked out with the lack of humidity. I've been down here previous springs and summers, and typically it is much more humid than it was tonight. Now, I will say this. Some fans, including myself, missed the first couple of songs, and that was simply because they had a graduation at the Florida State Fairgrounds at the same time as this concert, and traffic was crazy. I was very close to the venue, and it took an hour off the highway to get off the highway to the venue. That's how bad it was here in Tampa for this show. So you may hear reports of some fans who missed a song or two or were stuck in that traffic. It was a hot day despite the lack of humidity, and fans who got here early that were tailgating, it was a very hot day. glad to meet some of you guys tonight. I met Kumi DMB for the first time. I met Leia's family, DMB Mama's husband Josh and her son Jude for the first time. And it was great to meet them amongst other friends that I was able to catch up with. Shout out to Kiki. I know Kiki was talking to me after the show. She had watched some of my multicams. Let's bring up the set list here. This show was unique in the sense that there were things that I didn't expect them to do. And there were things that I was hoping they would do because it was a tour opener that they did not do. And we'll look at some of the other tour openers in a little bit and compare it to this. What I will say is that this band is in a very good spot. To be this early in the game for this summer tour coming off a European tour, they sounded great. Did Dave mess up lyrics in Drunken Soldier? Absolutely, but that's actually the best songs. The best performance of songs live is when Dave has to adjust or forget some lyrics here or there. So I was very glad about that. Because it's just cool. It's funny. I enjoy it. I love when the band may go off a little bit and finds their way back and freestyle some stuff. The other thing I noticed is that Buddy Strong has the confidence of this catalog. During Grace is Gone, he's always had a solo that he's built up and grown over the years, but you really could tell he's like, I know this, but I'm a really bring energy to this solo. And it was very like he was going ba 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 at one point and just really getting into a groove for this opening show. Walk Around the Moon dominated this set, but what was great about this show is that a lot of times the opening night, especially when it's somewhere like a Pensacola, Florida in previous tours, or it's in Austin, Texas, sometimes you don't always get, sometimes you get a bunch of generic songs thrown in. You'll get a Jimmy thing, you'll get a Bayou, you'll get a You and Me. This show had some special things that replaced what would be a generic cover that we're sick of. Because Let's Dance was great. The only cover they did was a good cover. It would have a Don't Drink the Water. It would have something that we hear almost every other show. But we get a Madman's Fake in the Minarets first show of the tour. One of the number one things fans were worried about with this tour is that Madman's Eyes would dominate the tour. We love the song, many of us do, but we've heard the song again and again and again, so rotating that out is a good thing. So to start off the tour with a Madman's Fake as part of that first set list is a great thing. The other thing that to me is added in that's great is Granny. Granny was played at the 12 spot, and that's typically, again, another, like that part of the show, there's they're playing this song again. Like, they didn't play that. They didn't play When the World Ends today. Right? They also have a typical situation at the 11 spot, which was awesome. And that felt to me like a replacement for Jimmy thing. You have towards the middle and end of a set, you'll have a Jimmy thing. But instead of playing Jimmy thing for 15 minutes, they play typical situation. I've always thought, I know Jave plays that because he likes it. That's his personal like song that he could just play every show if he really wanted to. If he had to, like, I mean, he does have the power, but he knows that he tries to get variety. But to have typical situation in that spot, it showcases the horns better. And that's always my argument with a lot of this band's catalog. Oh, Preservation Jazz Hall Band is great, and That Girl Is You. Okay, but I saw them at Deer Creek and they were better on Ants, in my opinion. We don't need them on That Girl Is You. Put them on Ants. Put them on something else. Good songs are good songs. And if you allow people to play on good songs, I believe it's elevated. I want Robert Randolph on Bayou. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that too at the Gorge. Cute. Yeah, the crowd's into it, but there are better songs for Robert Randolph to play on where he can showcase his slide skills, in my opinion. So picking the better song to showcase the talents of this band is what this band did today. Now, did we get any liberations? No. Did we get something crazy like we've gotten at the Woodlands or even at in Austin, Texas, a couple years ago, where we got some stuff liberated? We did not get any of that. That is the one thing that I would say could have been an area of improvement. This band has done a lot of special things over the years. ABI coming back last year, and then some other songs, Break Free coming, Break For It, had a little bit of a return party, brief return party in 2020. Is that 2022, I believe. So we didn't get any of that. And that's the one area I would say there's room for improvement. But what we did get is an encore that is unique. And you guys will hear So Right. It'll close. My recording of So Right will be played at the end of this stream. So you guys will be able to hear that. But here on out, did I want Dream Girl over here on out? Did I want Baby Blue over here on out? Of course I did. And it would have been a better play. But they still, Here and Out's a beautiful song. I think, to me, it's better than You and Me, which you guys already know how I feel. Y'all already know I don't rock with that. It was not at my wedding, but Here on Out was played at my wedding. All right. So this was a show where some of the decisions they made to have certain songs come into this set list, American Baby intro as well, it's better than something, in my opinion, generic or that we've heard too much of. Another area that I think, even though they did not play Madman's, another area of improvement, I think All You Wanted Was Tomorrow. Now, listen, the jam part of that at the end does pick up, but I don't think we need to hear that song anymore. We could have left that in yesterday. That's just my opinion. And that's a song that it didn't get. Now, Tampa, you have a lot of fans that are in the front of the venue. There are a lot of diehard fans, even some people in the back of the venue. Like my boy Mark Kumi, they were in the lawn. But you have a lot of casual fans at this show, or fans who aren't heavy into like all of the new music. So something like All You Wanted Was Tomorrow, I think we can leave that in 2023, in my opinion. But the band's testing out stuff. This early part of the tour is trial and error. And they test some stuff out. And also, we did not get So Damn Lucky, which again was played to the ground last year. Not a bad song, but again, I think one of the big things that I would like to see for this year is for the When the World Ends, Madman's Eyes. I would like to see those songs go away. Take a Seat, Bayou, which has been reduced for some years. Jimmy Thing, if that can be reduced, that would be great. I was behind the box section, so it was hard for me to gauge what it was like up front or up in the back, but because these were box seats, you did have some fans who did. I mean, listen, there's a guy, couple. I was in section 9, which is like literally 2 rows of regular seats before the boxes come in. But there was a guy in the box, 4 or 5 rows in front of me, that was like really into certain songs and trying to get video. and really stood up for certain things. I will say the Dancing Nancy's got people up. Let's Dance got people up as well. Gray Street obviously got people up. It did seem to be a crowd where the hits got more, and that's, I mean, every venue for the most, you have like every day at SPAC a couple years ago. I always talk about that. That was huge, and so like that was the big loudest moment of that SPAC weekend, one of the loudest moments, and it wasn't my favorite song. It was probably one of my least favorite songs of that weekend, but the crowd got into it. So this is a starter. The real thing is really the opener. This was like almost, and I think it's great they do this. They do this so that they can get themselves ready for the first big 2-night stand. But this was really like a dress rehearsal. And then West Palm Beach is where everyone's looking. A lot of people skipped Tampa and are just going to West Palm Beach, which makes 100% like sense, because Memorial Day weekend, people can get that off. It's going to be the bigger shows, 2 nights of show songs where you're going to assume no repeats. So that makes sense. But I think this was a good show. I did not expect them to have so little what I think is skippable or generic, or, oh, listen, we've heard this. We don't need another Madness. We don't need another When the World Ends. We don't need another Sodium Lucky for now, right? We've gotten, let's get some deep cuts from Some Devil. They avoided certain stuff, but they also did not add in even just playing the Last Stop fully front to back, the first American full Last Stop since 2018, would have been something. I didn't expect them to do that. I would think that's something you'll see at West Palm Beach. The other unique thing about this show, there was no Crash and there was no Before These Crowded Streets. I actually, to be honest, here's why I know this is something you never thought you'd hear. Here's where I like the fact there was no Before These Crowded Streets. By the time you get to the 16th, like to the near end of the main set, realistically, you're not going to get Stone, you're not going to get Pig, you're not going to get Spoon. I've seen it in other shows. You go right to the end of the main set, you're getting Don't Drink the Water or Rapunzel, which are 2 songs that, in my opinion, I know people love Don't Drink, but those are 2 songs I'm not a huge fan of with this band. So I'd rather them skip Don't Like those songs and just give us So Right to close out the show. Even a Gray Street. I know some people are sick of Gray Street and you can see it from a mile away, but I like Gray Street still. And I love that third verse being there. So that's interesting that, 2 of the big 3 albums were not played. So, and I missed Warehouse and Old Dirt Hill. In some ways, I'm happy that they didn't play something rare. I would have been very upset. I could hear Warehouse from the entry road in. But I'm glad that they did not play something super rare to open up with all the traffic. I mean, traffic was horrible getting in. And again, I'm thinking, I'm a couple miles away. Let me get ready to go in. And nope, took an hour. What should have took about 30 minutes at most took an hour. That's like worst case scenario. It took a whole hour to get in. So let's look at a couple of other tour openers, and really the big thing to me is the lack of a liberation. Now, 2023 is a unique one because it starts in Mexico. So we do get a liberation, we get Bismarck. Then we get Looking for a Vain, new song, and Busted Stuff. full band busted stuff. Dave had played it, and with Dave and Tim in Mexico that same year. So it was this was technically the opener. Although, you know, obviously the U.S. tour, if we go to the U.S. tour opener, which was at the Woodlands, you get a debut after everything. I think, you know, that's one of the songs. The band doesn't even play it anymore. I think they realized it just doesn't flow right. But we still got a Bismarck again. So you still got something, the first Bismarck in the United States in a while. So that was a big thing. Now, if we go to summer 2022, Moody Center opens up. Those UT boosters got that new arena built, and they wanted to get DMB there. And we get a couple Liberations break free shotgun break for it. So again, this is what I would hope for. I mean, the encore right there is pretty, nothing crazy. Sister, Ants Marching. But you get a couple Liberations. But even looking at this set list, I mean, this was a great show. You got all the, like, you take those Liberations and run. But this show also had Don't Drink the Water, You and Me, Madman's Eye, the first of 30 plays. Right? You have Satellite. You have a couple other songs, but there was certain stuff like they didn't play Crush. I think Crush is a great song, but when it takes up 15 minutes of a set, I'd rather have Typical Situation over Crush any day of the week. Now let's go back to 21. And Dave said, 21, won't you do something for me? They open up in Raleigh, that we get that Gray Street third verse back. Right? We get Walk Around the Moon song debut, Hello Again, and Sweet Get Liberated. And so this is a show that is special. Again, you get a Bayou thrown in there, but that's the cost of doing business. You're going to get a Bayou thrown in there. You get a Do You Remember thrown in there. But this is one that you would easily suffer through a couple of those songs to get that third verse of Gray Street. Like that's the whole reason you travel there. So these are some of the more recent ones, and you can even go back. I mean, typically at the Woodlands, there's some sort of liberation whenever they open up there. Pensacola, Florida in 2019, you got that Funky Raven, which was really cool to get. So we go 2019 summer. And we get that Funky Raven. They had played it previously. There's 22 tour shows prior, but to get that first show is pretty awesome. Granted, this show right here has some good moments and bad moments, but it was Pensacola, Florida, so getting a Raven in Pensacola is awesome. Right. Yeah, I wonder if Break For It will come back. Greg is talking, Hartford 2010. I mean, that's the one that the guy, my friend who got me, Pete, who got me to go to my first D&B show, he always talks about that show. So if we even go back to that Hartford 2010 show, we get JTR, Liberated, we get Hello Again, Busted Stuff, Kit Kat Jam, all Liberated, then Break For It song debut. So So that was a pretty crazy opener. Then the next day they played So Right. First time it had been played since 06. That's crazy. So Right had a little bit of a break. Sweet Up and Down, first time since 07 as well. So there's been some pretty epic openers. But again, there's always trade-off, and I think some of this stuff I will take. All right, so next up, we want to take a look at the poster. Let's see if we can get that poster up for you guys. And what I'll say about this poster is it's not a methane. That's always positive. To get an artist with a unique take. Tigers on the beach. And the artist who made this poster goes by the name of Dave Kloc, Kloc. And to me, and obviously there's been times where there's a reason why nature isn't used. But to me, scenery and landscape of the local area isn't always used. They try to make some mythical character or some weird, I call them the weirdo posters. I do like how this poster does have the beach. It does have tigers on the beach. And again, it's not a generic methane poster. Is it the best poster of all time? No. But it's something different. And that's what I want from the DMB posters. I want something different. I don't want it to be weird different. I just want it to be a unique take. And this is a unique take. Tigers on the beach. And Tampa. Actually, Tampa has horrible beaches, FYI. But St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Sarasota, there's some great beaches. Siesta Key is a top 5 dead or alive beach, right? My Floridians helped me out on the best beaches. But I thought the poster was okay. And again, this is the midweek tour opener. All right, West Palm Beach, we're going to expect some other things here. So we'll see. Speaking of posters, there is a 7-poster run that Methane is offering up. You can get essentially like a season ticket package or subscription to Methane. Posters, you're guaranteed. You put your money up, $700, $100 per poster, and you're guaranteed to get every single poster. Now it's probably going to be an artist print. It's not going to be obviously a show poster, but you don't have to worry. If you're a Methane fan, you don't have to worry about any of the posters lining up for any of them, because you'll get them shipped to you directly from Methane. The idea is good. The problem I have with it is the price. Now again, if people are going to buy this poster subscription. How many people? We don't know. But this is, to me, highway robbery. You're paying $100 per poster, and Methane is going to have 7 posters, and they are known to recycle characters. And at this point in their poster making career with DMB, they've done everything. I think that they've maxed out. They've already peaked with this band years ago. 2012 was a great year for Methane. Sweet Tea came out. Actually, I think today is the anniversary of the Sweet Tea. Is it 23rd? Let me see if we can look that up. I think today is the anniversary of Sweet Tea. When was that? When was that ATL? Oh, it was yesterday, technically 5/22. The Sweet Tea poster came out. And the set was okay. I don't think there was one of the better sets. But there we go. You got Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea poster right there. Was that methane? Anyway, $100 is highway robbery, but people, I think the problem is somebody either paid for it or is going to pay for it. And if that happens, then they're going to continue to do it. And I got excited for a second when they said only 7 posters, but I realized that's around what they've been doing for the last couple of years. I have always advocated methane is a big reason why the DMB poster game is popular, but they need to get some different studios in. But again, you always have that option in this economy where insurance is going up, taxes are going up, groceries, bills, gas, everything's up in price. You want to drop $700 on a 2024 the 2024 methane subscription. You can go to their social media seriously and message them. I think at best 1 or 2 of the posters will be must-haves, if that, from methane. That's why I don't think it's worth it. You can figure out those posters, line up early and get those posters, and the other ones will be on the warehouse store. I think that's the reason why I don't think it's worth it. Is that, okay, you're getting these posters shipped to you. Well, they're not going to sell out some of these posters. They're not going to sell out some of these posters that they have. They're going to collect dust. They're going to be up on the warehouse site. The AP is going to be collecting dust. Again, I think the studio, they have great artists, but for DMB, they've worn out everything. If you guys have videos from Tampa, if you're watching this post-show stream, even if it's days later, even if it's a week later, I'm working to try to get a multi-cam up for Tampa. I was able to get every song except Old Dirt Hill, Warehouse, and the first part of Walk Around the Moon. I think I started recording halfway through that. Sprinted to my seat. So if you have video, especially those first 3 songs, message me, Instagram, Twitter, /X, Facebook as well. Facebook, ConcertViz34. Message me, and anyone who sends in videos, you will get credit. I don't monetize that. This is content for the fans, by the fans. So I was hoping this would be ready by the tour, obviously the day before the tour, but just time ran out between work and other stuff. I was not able to finish this video. I will have it up at some point, but you guys sent me through X, Reddit, and Instagram some of your picks for songs you want back. You also sent me some stuff about songs you want to go away. So I do actually have the leaders of the most requested songs from IGX and Reddit. Let me pull this up here. This is a graph showing you. So the first place, the most mentioned song was The Last Stop. There were 20 different mentions of people wanting the full Last Stop. And so Last Stop had 20. Shotgun had 19. Shotgun had 19. If I had it all crazy easy, we're at 17. Dream Girl was at 15. Kit Kat Jam. It's right below it. Sweet Up and Down, What You Are, Raven. Finish off the leaderboard here. So this is and I'll have a video with all this, breaking down all the numbers on the most requested songs. We'll also split it up by IG, X, and Reddit. So you'll be able to see Reddit's top songs picked, X top songs picked, and also it's IG, X, and Reddit. You'll see all those there. If you are going to West Palm, if you're going to Jacksonville and want to be on the post-show stream, message me. If you want to send in a video, just send it in to me. And from there, we'll add you in. I will not be going to any of the other Florida shows. My next shows are Alpine. So message me, hit me up, let me know, send a video after the show, and we'll have your thoughts, your opinions on there. But overall, great show. The only cover that should be played all summer was played. Let's Dance. Which was, what's nice about that is there's actually space in that cover and it fits the band right. Tim's guitar playing fits it right. There's space for the bass. I actually heard Stefan. I forgot what the bass sounded like because everyone plays over him. No, I was kidding. But no, like, it's nice to have that space. But seriously, turn Stefan up. Turn Stefan up, please. In other parts of the show, I was able to hear Stefan as well. I felt like there were songs catered for that bass to be heard. Typical Situation, another example of a song where the band quiets down, those dynamics. Oops. All right, let's see. We are at 42 minutes. Yeah, and also Jeff. I want to hear Jeff. Like, I feel like 41 again for yet another. Like, it doesn't have that sax solo. But this tonight with Typical Situation, we heard Jeff. Right, and some of the other songs we got a little more Jeff love. So the sound by me, it sounded like it was low. I was behind. So there's the soundboard, there's the pit, then there's like the lower level, and then you have the soundboard. And to each side of the soundboard, there's like luxury or like kind of season ticket holder type seating. Boxes are surrounding the soundboard, then I'm behind those boxes. But if I'm center in the venue, I'm in the mid-level of the venue, I felt like it could have been, like, Dave's guitar could have been turned up. I could hear Stefan's bass. And I could hear Buddy. I was on the Buddy side. But I felt like they could have turned it up a little bit more. Just a little bit. But this is the first show after coming off of Europe. So it is what it is. There was a new lighting, like the lighting rig at the top lighting on the ceiling was a little bit different. Let's see if we can show that to you. So if you look at those little, like, those are hexagons. There's like hexagon lighting, and they've had years where they've had certain lights in circles or other type of shapes. But it was kind of cool to see these lights at the top and the screens cascading up like steps there. And they've had certain screens like this for a minute, but they kind of have a little bit of a different setup for this 2024 summer tour. And I'm sure from the pit it's cool to look, those lights shine down and you can see them, and then and a unique angle that I wasn't able to experience it. But even me being further back, it was cool to just see a variety with the lighting there. And the band only played 19 songs, but you had, they already got the shout out to the Almanac. Henry from the D&B Almanac was there, so he's got the timings up. This is like a fish. This feel like a Fish fan now. People get the timings up for Fish online right after, like during the show. They have a notepad. They write. So they do it like 10:01 to 10:15 for Fish. They don't actually like the song times aren't until the next day when live Fish drops. But because Henry was there, shout out to Henry from the Almanac. He has the times in. 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 3 seconds of song time. Let's see. And this was definitely a buyer's market for. I got some Ticketmaster face values that popped up right behind those boxes, which were perfect, at least for what I wanted to accomplish. But I have to look at the video to see how it came out. But this was definitely a buyer's market. West Palm Beach will have more demand, obviously. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching the D&B Post Show stream. I will leave you guys with So Right. I'm going to go to sleep and rest up from a long day full of fun. This has been a great, at least for me, it was a great time here in Florida. I'm going to say South Florida, but technically, I don't know. It technically is South Florida. I think when I think of South Florida, I think of like Miami. Shout out to Dade County, Broward County, and the Southeast. But University of South Florida is in Tampa. It was cool. I was running on the Riverwalk. Hung out with my brother. Went to a Rays game. Hung out with auntie, and then my grandma's cousin. Today I got these cookies. Got these. What are these? These are gooey double chocolate Greek yogurt cookies. These things are amazing. So my grandma's cousin is down here in Florida. See if you guys can see that. Yeah. We're good. But with that, guys, I'll leave you with So Right. Thank you for watching the D&B Post Show stream. I'll be back at the crib for Friday, West Palm Beach show. And again, if you have video from Tampa, want to be part of the multicam, message me, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Conserviz34. Peace.
Hope we see you again soon. If not, y'all have a good summer. Because tomorrow
Dang, son, where you find that?
Stay up and make some memories here with us now. Roll the red carpet out with friends.
Concert Viz 34 exclusive.
Roll on by, our love is so right. I won't waste a minute here tonight. Our love is so right. And tonight my dance is all about you. Till midnight I love you. I'll roll on your red light. You know the game now is keep it tight. I love you pretty rock and roll kisses. Stay up and play with me. Roll on the red light. Oh, come on now, love is so right. Y'all stay up and make some memories here. With us now, we roll the red carpet down with friends. All to love and roll on by. Our love is so right, and I can taste when it's here tonight. Our love is so right, and tonight my dance is all about you. I'm going crazy, and it's all 'cause of you. How has that been? I'm going under over you, over all this time is so alive. Everybody's just dancing tonight. It's all so beautiful and so strange, but it was empty until you came. Yeah, our love is so right. Forget the clouds that rain on your life. Our love is so right. I'll not forget when you look right now. Our love is so right. Oh, let's remember we're moved together. Our love is so right, and I swear it will last forever. Our love is so right. Forget the clouds, the rain down on you. Our love is so right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jeff Coffin going off. Get this man a 41 solo. Come on.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much, everybody. Y'all safe home. See you again soon. Thank you very, very much.